Hi, this is Armando with the Boxing Corner, talking about some fucking fiasco that's been going on since yesterday and has washed in over to today. As a lot of people on Twitter know, Adrien Broner missed his 130 pound weight limit, their super featherweights, against Escobedo. I think he came in 3 pounds overweight. So they said, okay, he missed weight, he's going to lose his belt on the scales. Come fight day, Saturday, I'm not sure if it was 9 a.m., I'm not 100% sure, but come fight day, which is today, Saturday, he cannot come in over 140 when he, jumps back on the scales. He, I think, is a couple of pounds, again, over the 140 pound weight limit. So, naturally, it's a super featherweight, and now against a junior welterweight, which is a 10 pound difference. So in my head I'm like, how unprofessional is this of Broner to do this? I mean, I don't blame Escobedo for not wanting to take this fight, and I think for a while he was kind of given the fuck no, I'm not gonna fight. And Al Heyman, Heyman Boxing Organization, pretty much what it boils down to. It's not HBO, it's Al Heyman Boxing Organization. This guy seems to have a lot of pull, and he got the fight put back on because Escobedo obviously threw Escobedo quite a bit of money in order for him to accept the fight on HBO. Initially, Escobedo was like, I'm not gonna fight this guy. It's not about the money at that moment, but it's about the principle that you can't. I'm coming in. I made weight. The contract states 130. He not only violated the 130, but he violated the 140. And it's like, this kid just doesn't care. Now, I know cutting weight. I mean, I'm not a fucking boxer, dude. I'm just some guy who watches boxing. But there's a contract for that, and he violated it the first time, and he violated the second time. And Escobedo was like, dude, screw that, I'm gonna hit you where it hurts, your purse, your money. But the powers of Al Heyman ended up, supermaning his way through, and I think he was offered double to fight, Broner. I mean, Escobedo doesn't need to do that. He probably did it because this may be his only chance he may be on an HBO and fight for a title, possibly, or he is fighting for the title. Broner is not eligible to win the title if he wins, but if Escobedo wins, he wins the title. But regardless, it was just like, come on, is the fight on? Is it not on? Adrien, the weight problem is what you should start calling him now. I mean, he blew 2 weigh-ins, man. I mean, come on, man. They must spoil this guy so much. I mean, he even calls himself Mr. HBO, and it's like his brashness is. I mean, the guy. You probably think I'm bashing him, which I am, but the guy is so gifted and so talented. Whether you think he's fighting great opposition or not, regardless, he is ridiculously talented. I think once Pacquiao and Floyd leave, there's probably going to be Chavez, Alvarez, and this Broner cat. Broner seems like he's made for superstardom. He's got a lot of charisma. He's pretty much Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I mean, I know Broner's gonna win, in my opinion. But I hope that Escobedo kind of, roughs him up a little bit, even though I don't see that happening. But I mean, it just leaves a bad taste in the boxing community. How a guy can just completely brush it off and be like, screw it, I'm not gonna make weight. Screw it, I'm not gonna make my second weight, and have my daddy Al Heyman come in here and save the day. But fuck it, man. We're gonna see a boxing match. I want to see how it turns out. I want to see the overall what's gonna happen after the fight. Is HBO gonna do this little thing to him, or I mean, is he just gonna get a freebie? But I don't know. I mean, the last time, I mean, I would assume people miss weights, all the time. It seems, Rios, and I'm sure in the past people have missed weights, but this just seems like not that the fact that that he couldn't make weight, but the fact that he missed the second weigh-in, which was kind of very disrespectful. You know, he kind of got the pass the first time. Yeah, he lost his title, but then he could still fight, and then to jeopardize his own money, you know, because the fight could have been called off, which was, just shows the disrespect of Broner to the boxing world, to HBO, just in general, in my opinion. But yeah, I guess the fight's back on. I want to see what happens. I want to see what Max Kellerman has to say about this, because Max Kellerman always has something bright to say about that. But the fight's back on. I'm definitely gonna watch it, and you'll see a post video about that. But just want to talk about it. This is Armando with the Boxing Corner, and I'll see you in a couple of hours.